Hey everybody, Kelsey here. I'm sitting waiting for my son to get out of school. He still has like 10 minutes left, so figured while I'm sitting here doing nothing, I might as well do an update since it's been a very long time. I don't even remember when my last one was. Probably like, I don't know, 24 weeks, maybe 25, somewhere around that. And yeah, so it's been quite a while. I am 30 weeks and 3 days today. I have not gone around to doing an update in forever because, let's see, 2 weeks ago, oh, excuse me, I'm sorry, 2 weeks ago, well, the beginning of February, I flew me and my boys out to South Carolina, which, if you notice, there was a video up about that. And we were there for 2 weeks, and I just didn't feel the need or even want to do a video. Oh my gosh, I just ate, I'm sorry. I didn't want to do a video while I was out visiting family, so those 2 weeks I didn't do it, and when I got back, it's just been crazy since I got back. So, yeah, so I'm finally getting around to doing one. The vacation was fun. It was stressful at the same time. Going out there, we took the red-eye flight, which we thought would be a good idea, but it really wasn't. It was probably the worst idea we've ever had. And since my husband works for the airlines, you know, we can fly on standby. And we figured, well, you know, red-eye flight would work fine because the kids would probably be tired and want to sleep. And so, yeah. Jackson fell asleep before the plane even took off, and Kaysen fell asleep shortly after. But Kaysen woke up. It was like a 3.5 hour flight from here to Atlanta. And Kaysen woke up about half hour before we landed, just screaming and would not calm down. He ended up waking up pretty much the entire plane. It was not fun, especially being pregnant and trying to deal with that. Luckily, my husband was with me on the way there because he flew out with me and then turned around and went straight back home. He didn't even stay in South Carolina with us. But anyway, then we got to Atlanta, and then it was in about a 45-minute flight to Charleston. So, and then when we got to Charleston, my husband turned around, jumped on a plane back to Atlanta, and then Atlanta to home. So, yeah. And we were there for almost 2 weeks. It was about 10 days. And my husband was supposed to fly back out there and fly with us home, but due to weather and him flying on standby, you have to wait till you got to get seats. Oh my gosh. You have to make sure there's seats to get home for everybody, and there was just no seats on his days off. So I ended up having to fly back 2 days earlier by myself with Jackson and Kaysen, and that was just a nightmare. Our flight left from Charleston, and we flew to Washington, D.C., and that was about an hour and 20-minute flight. And the boys did pretty good on that flight. Yeah, and then we got to Washington, D.C., and had a 3.5 hour layover. And that just wore the boys out, and me out, because there wasn't anything to do. We just had to sit in an airport. I bought them both a couple little airplane toys to play with, which are super expensive when you're in there, when you buy through in the airport. So, but it kept them entertained for a little bit. And then it was about a 4 hour, 10-minute flight from DC to Utah, and Jackson was fine. I mean, I wasn't worried about Jackson. Kaysen was just hell on that plane, and I wasn't feeling good. I was contracting a little bit. I was stressed out to the max, and so needless to say, when we got home, I was thrilled. And I will never be flying with them by myself again while pregnant. That's for sure. So yeah. Okay, anyway, pregnancy update. I'm doing pretty good. 30 weeks, 3 days. When I hit the last trimester, I always start getting really sick and starting to have complications and whatnot, and I just have not felt good at all. I've been getting contractions a lot. I actually went to the doctor last Thursday to be checked because the night before I was contracting for 2 hours straight, every 2 to 3 minutes for 2 hours, and they would last about 45 seconds to a minute long. And so I called him the next day and told him, and he wanted me to come in and get checked, and he checked me. Luckily, I'm still not dilating, but with Kaysen, I started dilating at 31 weeks. So we're watching closely to make sure I don't start dilating. And yeah, but he hooked me up to the non-stress test, and everything looked fine on that. My contractions had stopped before I went into the doctor. So anyway, but next time he said, if you start having them again, just go straight to the hospital, because I could easily start dilating. And whereas I had Jackson and Kaysen both at 36 weeks, it's very possible and likely that it'll happen with this one. So we're going to start doing cervical checks at every appointment. My next appointment isn't until a week from Thursday. And so we'll see what happens at that one, if I'm dilated or not. And if I am, then I get steroid shots and be put on kind of a modified bed rest to keep me, hopefully get up to 37, 38 weeks. Let's hope. So anyway, so I just haven't felt good, and I have a lot of contractions, and I just try to take it easy. My hips have been a nightmare. They hurt so damn bad. It hurts to walk. I can't go shopping at the store because after 20 minutes of walking, my hips start to crack and pop, and it just hurts, and I can't walk. So sleeping is pretty much gone. I don't sleep. My husband was nice enough and went out and bought me a 4-inch memory foam mattress topper for our bed, and that's actually kind of helped a lot. I actually had a decent night's sleep last night, so hopefully it's gonna work. I am a pound over my pre-pregnancy weight, so that's all I've gained this whole time is a whole pound, which is fine with me. I don't care. Cravings, I haven't really had any cravings except for Taco Bell, which I just ate, and that's why that's why I keep burping and whatnot. But finally got some Taco Bell. And I got a few outfits for the baby. I'll probably do a video on everything that I have bought for the baby, which isn't much because I don't need a whole lot since Kaysen, but yeah, so anyway, can't really do a belly shot, but I am getting quite bigger around. You can't see, but yeah, he's getting big and he's growing like he should, and everything's going good. So I think that's it. I got 4 minutes till I gotta pick up my son. So yeah, so I think that's it for now. I will definitely try and keep updating at least every week, if not every couple weeks, or after doctor's appointments. So fingers crossed that I keep this little one in till I want 38 weeks, but I don't know if that'll happen, but keep your fingers crossed. So anyway, thanks guys, and I will talk to y'all later. Thanks, bye.